Veronica's All-Nighter is the 20th episode of the first season of Veronica's Closet. And I was really looking forward to this one, but nervous, because something happened at the end of the previous episode, and I was really keen to see what would happen going forward. So I guess I'll discuss that with a spoiler warning in a moment, but the main part of the narrative focuses on this crazy attempt to redo their catalogue overnight. It took them 3 months to do their current catalogue, but it turns out Saks has done the exact same thing. And Veronica says there's absolutely no way we can put this out tomorrow. We need to get it done overnight. So everybody is involved in trying to recreate it. And I like how it kind of sped up time every so often. We just have the establishing shot with the time on it to show how much time had passed, and the characters get increasingly exhausted, particularly Olive. Olive was adorable, trying to be in charge while also trying to stay awake. I thought she was wonderful. Um, it's also really interesting because we get a lot of people involved in this. With Veronica's Closet, we do get to see models every now and then and other people involved in, photo shoots and things. But with this one, there are a lot of people on the set at any one time, which is a little bit different, and I kind of liked it, and I thought it worked. It worked really well. It was also nice to get to know more of the models. Again, usually when we have models, it's just one or two of them. So to see a lot of them together helps to give a bigger sense of what it's like at Veronica's Closet and what it's like at the company, which I thought was something that doesn't happen that often. So I rather liked it. So that part of the narrative I thought unfolded really well. I really enjoyed it. I thought the pacing was great. As I said, I liked how it was edited to show the passage of time and increasingly how exhausted everybody got. I loved the line about Veronica taking a really long blink. I thought that was adorable. But then we have the end of the previous episode, and I guess I'll discuss with a spoiler warning. I won't say what happens with that part of the narrative. I don't want to spoil it, but it will spoil what happened at the end of the previous episode. So at the end of the previous episode, Tina is caught cheating, and I thought, how is this going to unfold in this episode? Will Leo find out? And I feel like the way Leo responded in this episode was expected, believable, quite moving. And I think this is really the first time where something serious has happened, because even with Ronnie and Bryce's divorce, while that's serious, it's usually covered with comedy, completely comedy, not that much seriousness there. But this one, there was nothing funny about Tina and Leo. Having said that, right after the emotional moment with Leo, it cuts to a funny scene with the models. So it's not like it's dragging the mood down, but it's being a lot more somber when it needs to be, and I really appreciate that, and I think it got the balance very well. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. It's the first time in a while we've had a new story arc, because the whole divorce thing is kind of in the distance now. So we'll see what happens with Leo. But I hope for the best. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Veronica's All Nighter is definitely not just Veronica's All Nighter, it was the entire company's All Nighter, and an episode that I really enjoyed.